Nicole here. I thought I'd upload a video today because I crimped my hair, and it's a lot of work crimping your hair, so I thought I'd upload a short one today. um, so I want to talk today about Enneagram 4. Enneagram 4 is my type. Enneagram is basically a model which tells you how people make decisions, or what motivates the decisions they make is more accurate to say. So I'm Enneagram 4, which means that I'm really motivated to discover myself and be authentic to myself. And that's also where my greatest fear lies, is that somehow, and it's kind of bizarre to me to even think about this, because how can you not be yourself? You're stuck with you. It's you, girl. You're stuck there. But yeah, I'm scared of not being myself, not being true to myself, not knowing myself, that kind of thing. So, with the context of that, underlying my motivations for my decisions in life, it really illustrates why fours make the decisions that they do make, because basically they decide to lean into their emotions. And one way to discover who you are is to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? And tend to lean into it. Lean into the sadness, the anger, negative feelings. Lean in. And I will say it's dangerous at times, because some emotions don't lead anywhere. Like, if you feel all of a sudden you get triggered by something, maybe you know what, maybe you don't, but the feeling of unworthiness, if you lean into that, it tends to lead nowhere in general. I think always, pretty much, because your intuition can be wrong. Your intuition mostly is just your unconscious sending you messages, and your unconscious is like your ego. It just is not conscious, and it's the flip of you, so it can be wrong. And so sometimes you really want things, like one way intuition can be wrong, and bear with me, I might be scattered a little bit, but rewatch the video, my god. Okay, so intuition can be wrong because, for example, one way that intuition is wrong often for a lot of people is what you want in life. Oh, you want good marks? You want a good job? Do you really? Like, let's be real. Do you really? I mean, good marks, it's nice. You know, it's a great metric of how you're doing in school or whatever. But it doesn't matter. And a good job, what really matters is that you have enough, that Maslow's hierarchy is met. That matters. But prestigious jobs don't, and they don't often bring happiness. Not really. I'd say 60%, maybe probably more, have a great dissatisfaction with their work, which is 1/2 of your waking hours. So yeah, intuition can definitely be wrong. So when you feel unworthy, if you lean into that, you'll get to a place where you're like, yep, I'm a piece of shit and everyone else is way better than me, somehow doing it right. And that's wrong. You're not a piece of shit. Nobody is. Everyone has potential that can be realized. So yeah, you're not a piece of shit. So that's an example of leaning into emotion that leads you nowhere. I didn't learn anything new about myself when I leaned into that. I just learned that my emotion can be wrong. Obviously. Yeah, so Enneagram 4, what they really have as a gift is their ability to dive deep into themselves. And they can then translate that later in life when they become more mature, to helping people understand themselves too. Because if I've taken a deep dive, like I just did, like going into my feelings of unworthiness, you know, that's the result. I can tell you with 100% confidence that that is true. So like, maybe I'm just strong enough to withstand my emotions, whereas other types have other gifts and other abilities that I might not have. But that's the Enneagram 4 wisdom there, is the ability to introspect quite a lot. And it comes from a motivation or a fear of losing the self. Yeah. So if you have any Enneagram 4 types in your life, I think it helps to understand why they are the way they are when you think about it in terms of trying to find yourself. And there's lots of different avenues. Emotion is one of them. There are many avenues to discover more about yourself. such as going and putting yourself into different situations. When you go to university or school or a new job or a new chapter opens up, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. I don't know what it's like to be in this high stress situation. How am I going to behave? Well, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. So, yeah. Which is part of the reason I renamed my channel. I used to be ENF Pickle because my nickname was Pickle growing up. And I'm an ENFP. Although I recently was typed as ESFP. So I might be an SE Dom and not know it. I could be ESFP or ENFP. Doesn't really matter. The wisdom is still there. And yeah. So have a great day. And I recommend when you go home or when you leave your house, say hello, house. Say goodbye, house. Do it to your house. For your house. Yeah. It'll make you feel happier. I guarantee. Nicole, guarantee. Okay. Peace out, Girl Scout.